What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. Today we're back in the challenge part, episode 8 here in Wind Valley Park. When we left off, we opened up our new entrance and our new restaurant, and everything is beautiful. We got everything working. Everyone's using the new entrance, and it's fantastic. This is going to be the first video where I'm actually trying something new audio-wise. I'm actually using NVIDIA Broadcast, which is supposed to help with the audio quality. It helps get rid of more background noise and stuff like that. It's actually a really cool tool that I found, and it's actually really nice. You have to have if you want to use like the video stuff, you can actually make some cool effects with your camera and actually can get rid of backgrounds and stuff. It's actually really cool. So NVIDIA Broadcast, actually really nice, and this is the first time I'm trying it. So you'll have to let me know. Hopefully the audio quality is good. If not, we're gonna have to live with it with this episode, because I always test videos before I do an episode every single time, but you know, just in case. So now going into our 7th year of operation. We haven't added a ride since episode 4. That was like 4 episodes ago, 3 or 4 episodes ago. So the last time we added any rides to the park was back in for Wind Valley Forest. That was the last. This is the last time we added a section for that. That was the last time we did anything related to rides. The last additions have been the entrance, the restaurant, and the hotel. So now, with all this extra space, we got to figure out what kind of ride we want to do. So we actually have some research that we finished up. Let's see what we have. Summit and Plummet. Oh, this is the one vertical coaster that's actually really cool. Don't think we'll get one of those just yet. We got Rocktopus and then a Missy Good as well, which is a nice shop brand. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and we're just going to keep researching to the max here. All right, coal transporter. That's probably like the swinging mine train. Is it water ride? Is it a coaster? That's probably the mock water coaster. Runaway coaster, that might be the I don't know, do we have the mine train? Maybe. Vintage cheese, that's definitely a wild mouse coaster, which is probably the spinning wild mouse. And let's do a shop brand. Let's do Mexilente. Mexilente is great. I haven't had it in real life because it doesn't exist, so that's awesome. All right, so going into rides here. These are our ride options if we want to go with a flat ride. I think we're going to go with a flat ride for next season. A good choice. We also have the Tri-Storm, which is an awesome flat ride as well, and I've been thinking a lot on this one. I think this would actually be pretty cool. And I think we can... I don't want to put a ride too close to the entrance. I kind of want to have a nice little entrance plaza area. So I think we're going to connect this back with the forest section. This is going to be a new ride for this back area. And I think we're going to place it somewhere along the ride lines here. We could place it there. I want to keep enough expansion for the forest area. So if we want to expand this section, we can expand it. We have that option. But this will not be considered in the same area as the forest area. It's going to be its own separate thing. So we got Tri-Storm, because knowing with the amount of time that we have, but I just want to make everything so detailed. Like, I just want everything to be nice and realistic, so I want to take I want to take some good time on each ride. So each ride has some love, you know. Each ride's gonna get a good amount of time and effort, if that makes sense. I just want to give it some good love here. Now, I did get some comments saying I did get a comment saying, hey, we should see how what the rides are making now. You should do an update on those. So we can go in and check on those as well. I didn't place an exit. I should have placed an exit. And this is going to be the new section. Start of the new section of the park. And this section is going to be really cool because it is going to be kind of a storm-based section. It's going to be storms. The theming is going to be around storms. So, you know, hurricanes, you know, storm chasing, I probably won't name anything storm chaser because I'd be copying, you know, and I don't want to get sued from Kentucky Kingdom or something. But so yeah, that's kind of the idea I want to kind of go with in this section. What would be a good path to use? I feel like, so I want to create a small little section here that just looks great. Okay, that's what my goal is going to be. Not very nice circle, but you know, we'll see. It doesn't have to be perfectly circular. That's actually okay. It doesn't have to be like the most perfect. Now I'm gonna be doing custom fencing, so I don't need to worry about putting that back on. No big deal. So this is gonna be kind of what we're working with. This is again the start of a new section, but we might not call it a new section right off the bat. So we're gonna be probably adding this new ride, and then after, again, only if we only add one ride. If we add a couple rides, we'll make it its own new little section. But as of right now, it's gonna be kind of its thing. I don't think we have another. Yeah, we don't have another texture for that, so that's fine. I feel like it could earn the name Tornado. So this is our tornado of the park, right here. Because I feel like, you know, going in the circular motions, it kind of makes sense, you know? I think it makes sense. So now going into our fencing, we're going to go ahead and head to see what we can use here. Now, this is what we use for the forest, so I'm not going to use that, of course. We're going to use... let's go with... We could use this wooden fence. It actually might not be too bad. And I kind of like... Should we kind of go with this, like, concrete style with the wooden fence? It's a little bit different. Make this a group. We'll edit it. And I'm just going to keep one right there for now while we go ahead and do this. All right, so that is looking good. Now I want to show you guys how the stats have been going for the rides when it comes. Let's start with Thunder Jolt, which is not a good time since it looked like it broke down and shut down. So last month's profit was $2,000, so it's making pretty good. It can make probably between $2,000 to $3,000 on Thunder Jolt. Last month's profit was just over $2,000, which is still very, very good. It's still in the established section there. So let's take a look at the Prestige. It still has 2 years and 5 months before it starts aging. It won't be old for another 4 years and 5 months. So it'll be old in year, let's see. So it'll be year 8, year 9, 10, 11, 12. I think year 12. So that's probably about accurate before it starts to become old. And it won't be a classic for another 8 years and 5 months. So this ride will obviously get that classic status eventually. So it's making about $2,000 to $3,000. Let's check on the Grand Carousel. It is making about $1,000, which is actually really good for a carousel. I mean, look at its line that it's still getting. Wild Blue gets 227 last month. It probably shut down. It probably had some downtime. Let's see what its potential is. Potential monthly profits 192. Yeah, it's probably kind of messed up. Lifetime profit 11,000. It probably makes a few thousand as well. When you have shutdowns, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes what it's about making. $514 for Hurricane. Oh, I almost named the other ride Hurricane. Maybe we can have a rebrand or a rename, or maybe we relocate a ride. You know, since this is Hurricane, it belongs in the that section. You know, and then maybe we can redo some of these areas. You never know. You never know. Like when this area becomes outdated and completely outdated, maybe we can do something like that. So let's go into Wind Valley Forest. Treetop Flyers made negative 448. It must have went down at some point. Potential profit of $100. See, when it has downtime, it just messes all the stats up when you're trying to look at that stuff. Our last month's profit for Timber Flip was just under $2,000 at $1,830, so it's still making good money. And then Wind Valley Forest Express, the little family coaster, is also making over $1,100 as well, with a potential monthly profit of $673. So it's overperforming, which is good. Looks like it just reopened, actually. So looks like it went down and just reopened. A lot of rides are starting to go down quite a bit, so we could do some refurbishment eventually on some of the rides to kind of make them, you know, stand out again. But as you can see, the new ride over here is looking pretty solid. We're gonna flow all this path together. It will look better when it's all said and done and we establish the area a little bit. So that's kind of how that's going. Let's go to park management. Our research is done. Okay, so that is the wooden wild mouse. I thought it was going to be the regular one, but it is the wooden. We got the cube and Mexilente. All right, so we have a little bit of theming here. This is going to be a car that is been destroyed from the tornado. But this ride's turning out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And let's go into some audio. Definitely not going to use this music. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything that we can use that's in here. Head into in the clouds. Nice. I like this one. The best way to do this is to grab this, and we'll go and put it inside a rock. And we'll copy it around so the music plays around the ride. Alright, let's make a cool ride sign. Alright, we're gonna go themed. A little bit smaller, and that'll be good. See what different fonts we could maybe use. I think we'll stick with the normal one. Tornado. See, this flat ride's gonna have a little extra. It's not gonna be your normal, boring, no theming. We're gonna have music. We're gonna have bent trees. We're gonna have a little bit of foliage in here. Heck, we even have a destroyed car. What more could you ask for? And Tornado is looking pretty fire. Alright, so let's do a little bit of path that's gonna connect here. Remember how we started. This wasn't that pretty. Okay, so with the extra time, because I think we're looking pretty good here. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with this flat ride. And I could go on and build another flat ride for this season, but I just want to stick to one because I want to go in here and continue on some other park improvements that we still haven't done yet. Oh no, did you give me the unstraightened pieces? Again, I like to do this just a little bit at a time. Don't want to burn myself out making these fences. We'll go ahead and do this side too. That way it kind of completes that whole loop right there. He was walking on through. I don't know why the relative axis is not relative at all. I'll never understand that. I wish it would stay on one. I hate that I have to select something different each time. I have to click on this every time. Like, come on, man. What's up with that? That's alright. There we go. That's actually looking pretty good. We have some nice new fencing going around this area. At least around the carousel area. It's looking pretty good. As we get close to September, we should probably look at our research here. Pinnacle of speed is the zenith. Nice. And then don't be afraid of heights. Okay, so it's the sun flare, and then we have the Fritz. All right, let's check on our staff. We haven't checked on them in a while. Entertainers. And we'll go ahead and upgrade these guys too. Look at this, we have a janitor that is going to be at full training level. We still only have the one staff building, so we might look into potentially adding a second once we maybe put one towards the front, maybe in this area back here once we do expand this further around. But I think this expansion is going to be pretty nice because it does kind of expand upon this back over here further, and gives us another ride that we can give our guests to enjoy. So hopefully they will really like like that. So I think that's gonna be good. Let's see, let's check in on how the entrance area is doing. One thing I was nervous about, I didn't know if we'd have a lot of litter over here and stuff. I mean, there's not anything like restaurants or anything over here, so we should be okay. But you know, because we probably don't have a lot of staff on this road or on this path. So, but yeah, Wind Valley Park looking good. As you can see, we are losing quite a bit of money. Could be alarming if we do get like Magic Twirl. I kind of figured that was going to be Magic Twirl. I mean, of course, we are doing a lot of research, so that could be another reason for it as well. Runaway Coaster. A storm is coming. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go ahead and do some final testing, and let's do a test ride. So you guys get to be the first riders here. The one and only Tornado. I think is that an autosave coming in? No. Okay, good. I thought we were about to get hit with an autosave. Oh, we are getting hit with an autosave. Why does it always choose to do this in the middle of the cycle? I don't know. But it actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, I feel like a ride like this totally can have the name Tornado. It makes sense. Rotating, flying around. Yeah, this is totally the simulating a tornado. I think it does. I can't remember if I've ever actually been on one of these types of rides before. I feel like I might have, but I can't remember. It's a good question that I don't have the answer to, because I don't know. Because if I did, I was probably really little. That's all I know. Pretty cool. But Tornado is getting ready to open. We have about half a month to open it up, and the park's feeling pretty confident that it's going to open up on time just fine. That's actually a pretty good chunk of path that we just added right there for that ride, so that will be nice. That's actually quite nice, because before there was none of this, but now we have this extra piece. If we add another ride or two here and then start on the entrance area a little bit, I think we'll be in pretty good shape, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, we'll be in good shape. All right, we got this another coaster. Okay, so this is the F25. Nice. B&M, good old B&M sit down. All right, we have Street Fox Coffee. Let's go ahead and get the ATM in, because we gotta have an ATM if we want to make money. I mean, that's just how it is. All right. So shops and facilities have been down quite a bit. My goodness, what is going on there? We need to get to the bottom of that. All right, making a profit, no issues there in those shops. Hat's fantastic, looks pretty slow, but it still made a profit last month, so I'm not gonna get on to it too much. How has the restaurant been doing? I feel like no one's coming in here. The sales last month, customers last month. I had only 10 customers last month. I don't know why the prestige is so low on this thing. Yeah, we just need to do some more decorations, I guess, and go from there. Let me guess, the lights aren't part of the building either. Of course not. Because I don't know how else we can get that prestige up, because no one is really coming in here. There's been a couple of people, but it hasn't been very, very little. I mean, we can hide some stuff too just to get that up, which is kind of cheating. Has it been helping at all? We were at 50 something. I think it's gone up by 1%, and that's it. If we can get this green at least, I think I would be happy. We're in the green now, but the prestige is still not gone up, so I don't know what we're doing wrong. I feel like we should at least be at 3 stars by now, but we're not. We're still not at 3 stars. I've never really understood how restaurants work in Planco. Oh, it's March 1st. We gotta go open our ride. Let's open our ride up. Tornado is now open. Take down that construction wall. Sweet. Look at that. Tornado is now open for business. Epic. Epic, epic, epic. All right. But yeah, I still... All right, there's some people finally coming into it. But I'm going to take a few more menu items off. Saving costs here. Take those off. See how our running cost goes. All right, we got it down to 1,600. Which helps a little bit, but... Still not a whole lot of people eating there. But hopefully we can turn that around eventually. And look, it's almost to 3 stars now, so that's nice. Nice to see that. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode. We got a new ride opened, and there's a lot more to come. I can't wait to see what we're gonna do next, so be sure to check out the next episode. When that drops, we are going to be building onto it. Of course, we're going to continue to work on this area back here, and eventually we're going to get those paths connected and make the full loop around for our park. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and an even cooler tomorrow. Thanks so much, and goodbye.